Let's talk Stray Kids, especially Felix. So many keep asking me. I'm doing a video, okay? We're gonna get into it now. Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Dee Sparta. Welcome to my channel. Hi, and how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna have fun with this reading. I'm gonna have chapter links down so you could skip ahead to the reading, or you could go into some stuff. We're gonna be talking Felix and K-pop and Stray Kids, and getting into some of that stuff. I really do like Stray Kids. They have stood out to me kind of the same way as BTS has stood out to me. And I know some of the people, they're all about TXT and some other groups and 17, but I gotta tell you, Stray Kids, they've got something there. And I have been here for it. Okay. So, yeah, I'm sorry, God's Menu, the 143, case 143. I mean, I love it. Maniac, Venom. I mean, we could just go on. There's so many songs, and they're all so good, and they're just fucking talented, folks. So they're the newer generation of K-pop, but I think they're getting kind of old compared to some of these newer groups coming out now, aren't they? Because we've got a lot of people who are just like 15, 16 years old. And these guys are all in their 20s, right? Yeah, I'm almost look good at this. I got this. Well, yeah. They're all in their 20s and, older, the mid 20s, early 20s. So they seem a little bit, it's like, oh, you're getting so old to be a K-pop idol. I'm sorry, no kidding. I'm fucking 51. God, I don't want to go back to being 15. Whoa, my camera, did that just... Okay, I blurred there. I'll be careful. I won't move so much. I'm tired. I am delirious. All right. So I'm going to stop here. We're going to get into, you know what? No, I'm going to tell you, why am I like this? This weekend, one of my kittens, well, I mean, she's like a year and a half, okay? But she's a little Burmese tabby gray cat. She's adorable. Her name's Thor. Yes, her sister is named Loki. Loki's my black little kitty cat. Yeah, they're just. But Thor had to go in for surgery, and this was hard. And so we've been taking care of her, and we've been keeping her up in the main suite. With my wife's and I. We have our big room, and we have our the master ensuite bathroom. Okay, and so we were setting up stuff for her so she could, be in our room. There was food. There was even a little litter box we put in the bathroom. And she's been sleeping and staying in our room and just been curled up on our bed while sleeping at night. Well, she's doing really well. She is recovering beautifully, okay? And to the point where she was going crazy in our room last night, and I was trying to sleep. My wife is dead passed out. She gets up around 4:35 in the morning to get ready to go to work, and I'm usually not far behind her waking up around then. But then I couldn't sleep all night because I had a little Thori who had the zoomies. And if you ever see a little cat with zoomies, zoom, 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 and all over the bed, all over the room. I was like, okay, I'm trying. You gotta calm down, Thor. At one point, I thought she was listening to me because she was at the door trying to, she's scratching at the carpet. Like, I guess she was gonna dig her way out. I don't know, but I was like, would you stop that? Stop it, Thor. And I shined a light on Thor from my phone. And I was like, get up here. Stop it. Get up here and go to sleep. She stopped, jumped up on the bed and curled up and laid down. I was like, did a cat actually listen to me? Like, but that didn't last very long. Because then she started bouncing around, climbing, bouncing, zoomies. So I'm tired. I'm really tired, folks. There's just not enough coffee in the world to help me. Let me tell you, I'm tired. But I'm so happy that Thor is doing so well and she's healing up. I'm very happy for her, but I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. So this is where you're looking at me going, "What is Dee okay?" I'm okay. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. I'm probably gonna take a nap after this, hopefully, and not be disturbed by any of my cats. I have 6 cats. Okay, and if you've seen, started a series in my shorts of my wife is the crazy cat lady, and yeah, you'll see how we ended up with 6. Anyway, folks, let's get talking Felix again. I'm sorry I wandered off on my own, but you could have skipped out if you wanted to. I don't mind. Anyway, let's talk Felix next, okay? I mean, I know y'all want to. Hello there, folks. Wow. So first, let's talk a little bit of K-pop news. Babymonster. It was released today. YG came out. Did you watch the YouTube, the premiere on YouTube when he released everything? And I wasn't surprised that he went with all 7. In my readings with them, I saw there was just such a struggle of maybe someone isn't old enough, not as versatile, and there was I kept sensing like maybe they were gonna use them in another projects, but as we saw, the guy, he explained how he did YG chose originally 5, and the youngest and the one who I think she's just a rapper, but he believed that she could be very versatile. He was thinking of using them in different projects. One was because the young is in Japan. He was going to focus on a group in Japan, and he had this other concept. But because people, for the last couple weeks, kept saying, no, keep them together. They have really been struggling with this whole debuting them, Babymonster. They're nervous because if it flops, it's going to hurt them financially. There's the older groups like Blackpink, they're maturing, they're moving on. They're going to be doing different things. And people have been upset with the way how YG has treated them. Their agency's kind of been shitty. Yet, all 4 of the girls are still going strong, and that's awesome. I'm proud of them. Jisoo, Lisa, Jenny, and Rose. I'm tired. I know them all, okay? I guess I would be more of a honorary Blink, but I'm not fully Blink. But I enjoy Blackpink a lot. But I know some of the girls there were helping Babymonster, and I think maybe the 7 in Babymonster, they put together for a while now and training, and it kind of felt like, I feel like they've almost had, it felt like the rug was pulled out from under them when they were announced that they're going to change it and only be 5. And they're supposed to do all this stuff to prove, who's going to be at the final 5. And, well, we got a final 7. He said that they're listening to the fans. The fans want 7. They got to do 7. And this is either some really fucking brilliant marketing by dragging the people out, wondering what's really going to happen with Babymonster or not, and then going, see, we listened to you. It's like they're making you feel like you're close to Babymonster. It's like, you had an impact in the all 7 being together. It could be true, but at the same time, they're like, we can use this. I'm sorry. I've been in business for a long time, and yeah, I know. So they couldn't say how soon Babymonster was going to debut, because they're now realizing they have to get back to the whole all 7, not 5, and get the shit together. I hope it's by the end of this year. I might do a reading on that. But so there's that going on. And then, Stray Kids, 5 Star is their new album. Is, we're waiting for it. We're getting trailers. We're getting teasers of some of the music and videos. And I gotta tell you, I'm for it. I'm eager. I'm buying that album. Add it to my albums here. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this. I think this is a great comeback for them. I did something on a whim. Okay, so my Discord server, we all talk stuff and we talk about all sorts of things. And one of the things we've been talking about is, what's going on with Weverse? And the whole mess with the jellies, and then them saying, wanting to provide like a subscription service so you could get more access to things. Or, I mean, if you're already a member like a BTS, I'm already getting stuff, aren't I? But there's also talking about, subtitles, faster subtitles and translations coming out, and they're also having the ability to direct DM your favorite artists, idols, which sounds great, and at the same time it also sounds like, oh, this could be horrible, just horrible. Is everyone going to want to participate? I could tell you, I don't think Suga would be like, oh yeah, let me DM let me get in here and start. So I looked into Bubble, okay? JYP has Bubble. And, so I got 2 tickets for Stray Kids on Bubble, and I chose Bong Chen, and I chose Felix. I love my Aussies, okay? These crazy old Korean Aussies, I love them. But I also did, because I had done some research, and how this DM works is my understanding, and if I'm not correct, please correct me. Let me know it in the comments below. They're basically, it's like them having a group chat, the idol, okay, where he sees everyone's private DMs, everyone's DMs, and he can chat back. And when he's responding, the responses go to the full group. All the people who, have signed up to receive private DM him. And he responds to the different DMs. And I was like, okay, that's a little odd. So, but we can't see what others are saying. It can make a confusing discussion. can be a little schizo. And I'm going to tell you because that was my experience yesterday. But at the same time, when there's a very limited amount of characters you can send in one post message. And so, and if you want to make it longer, you can only do 3 at a time before the artist responds back. Okay. And certain artists are not as, active in Bubble and doing DMs, while others are. So learning that Felix was very active, and that Bang Chan, is active too, I was like, okay, I felt like I paid $6.99 US dollars for 1 month of access. Okay, I'm like, well, that's not too expensive. I can do that. And you also are warned about what you can and cannot say. They are very strict on, hate speech, death threats, defaming, slandering, they lay it out, If you start breaking these things, they're going to go after you. Because this is a privilege that you're paying for, this to be able to have this interaction. And if you mistreat it, then you're out. Okay? And also, the content with it in there cannot be shared. Okay? You cannot post this out on the internet. You can't give this out to others. Sell it somewhere. No. Because they will legally go after your ass. Okay? Just warn you now. And you have to agree to all this to have the access. So that, people are like, what about my freedom of speech? American, no, man. Boundaries, my friends. There are boundaries. And so I think it does create a safe space for these artists, because they're not being flooded when they come live or come out to talk with a whole bunch of hateful comments at them. It's all very, you got to be respectful. And so yesterday, I got some messages back from both Bang Chang, but Felix especially. Felix, he's active. I'll tell you right now. He was posting all sorts of pictures, and it was really neat to see. And he was talking about, his excitement coming up. But I'm not going to go into what he was all saying, but I could tell, he would say D Sparta. It was like an at D Sparta replying back to me directly. So I knew when I started catching on when he would do that, it was him directly. This is directed at you, and I could see it. But then there were other things that I was looking at, I got confused. I'm like, what is he talking about here? And I was like, oh, he must be talking to somebody else now and responding to someone else's. And but I enjoyed it. I had fun. So maybe, if Weverse can do something similar and not price gouge us, it might work out. But you got to remember, they are not every artist is expected to, be as active as some are. It's a personal thing, and I appreciate that. And, if I wanted to change to, because the two that I've chosen, if I wanted to check out someone else in the Stray Kids and see how active they are and chat with them, you can even though during your subscription at the beginning you pick 2, but you can change those 2 or just change one. You could, I think it was you could get more tickets. I just went with 2. I knew that 2 members were the most active because I did my research online. Okay, so but I had fun and it was neat. So I look forward to, more interactions like that this month. And yeah, there's that. So I know some people were freaked out about Weverse, but that's, maybe it'll work out. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay. Now we got all that done. So, I kind of had some interaction with Felix yesterday, and the energy is just, he stands out. I mean, the other guys, okay, I gotta tell you, they all are just talented. I love them all, kind of like BTS. I love them all. But there's a few that I'm kind of like, okay, you stand out to me. There's like this star quality and things about Felix that if you didn't know, let's get into that. Now, I'll put a little chapter blank. Okay, so I'm gonna put that chapter break so you can jump right into just the Felix. So yes, I got tickets on Bubble. If you haven't seen this part, didn't listen to my rambling, yes, I did, and I did have some DMs with Felix, and I explained how that it worked, and it's like a group, but we don't see each other's messages. Only Felix sees our messages, but we see Felix's, all his responses. Okay, it's a little weird, but it worked. Once I got unconfused myself, I'm 51 years old. I guess I can get confused easily. Or I get confused easily. But anyway, yeah, so so in my Discord server, people are like, hey, why don't you do that reading on Felix? And I'm like, you know what? Everybody's been asking for this, so we're going to do it. And I want to look into Felix now. I don't have his time of birth. I'm like, should I see if I could get that from him in one of these bubble chats? I might ask. Because right now, we know he's a Virgo, and we know our Virgo performers. If you have been in my videos talking about the Virgos in over in BTS, I mean, JK is like, he's Virgo energy. He is that Virgo. Then he's got Leo, rising, and his moon is Leo also, or is it Aries? I know he's just surrounded by fire, folks. And then Virgo. That's some tough, hard worker. And Felix, he spent, was it 12 years in Taekwondo? That's a lot of hard work. That takes a lot. So that to me is really impressive. He's Australian. He had to learn he knew English, but he had to learn Korean when he was wanting to try out for Stray Kids. Okay. So he, someone to get to learn that and be able to rap in a language that you are not familiar with as well as he does. I mean, and he's got such a vocal range. And I always hear you've seen that clip where he's all wakey wakey, you know what I'm talking about. It's and there's this gruffle in his voice when he says this. Okay, yeah, I'll wakey wakey. He's cute. He's adorable. He can also, there's a duality of people, he's like the bright, bubbly person, and then it's like, don't mess with him. And it's kind of hot. Okay, so he is Virgo. His moon sign is Aries. Not surprised with that. Not really at all. Because Aries, is this spontaneous fire energy, feisty, and and the moon is how we react to things, how we respond. It's about our feelings, our creativity is all there, and so, yeah, you can see that fire. Before I knew about his moon, I was like, he's got to be fire sign. There's a fire sign around him, just like Jungkook has got, I could see it. There's that connection there. I was like, So I was not surprised to see Aries in there. So, but his rising, I'm wondering, part of me was thinking maybe it is fire, but part of me is kind of going a Libra or Pisces. I'm not sure. I'm really curious now, you know. But anyway, so that's a little bit about Felix. He is a Stray Kids. He has suffered a disc injury in his back, and he's had to recover from surgery, and he is still, having to do a lot of therapy to recover and prepare for the launching of his new album and a lot of promoting. They've been, they were on tour. They've been on Jimmy Kimmel. Did you see them perform Maniac at Jimmy Kimmel? That was great. They looked great. I also noticed, you could tell though, that Felix was taking it easy in the dance moves. But he still looked amazing. So, way to go, Felix. So, let's get into that tarot reading. I've rambled enough. I'm sure you're like, come on, Day. I love y'all. Let's go. I'm sorry. All right, folks, we are going to get into this now. We are going to get into a reading for Felix. Just remember that this is done, that things are led. This is for entertainment purposes, and, get this going. We got, let's see here. Okay, Felix. What is going on with you? How are you feeling? Short answer, give me answers. What's next for him? Okay. Bunch of cards fell out, so let's try that again. Don't want a ton of cards. Okay, this one fell out. Okay, so Temperance. I think temperance is something that Felix is probably learning, and it's learning, to wait. It's about, knowing when to step back, recharge, I think he's pushing himself probably, because he's used to pushing himself, and I think right now he's in that time where he's learning that there's balance that he needs to seek, and there's healing both physically and mentally he's going through. He's at a point where he's really finding who he is, and it's like, okay, I'm finding myself, I'm learning what I want is important. And woo, sheesh. All right, let's see here. So there's like, yeah, you're trying to balance out priorities in his life, family, the group, fans. His extroverted energy. Let's see here. Come on. Okay. 3 Pentacles. Okay. 3 of Pentacles, it's upright. This is the teamwork, collaborating, accomplishments, working together, having high standards. So he's put on himself really high standards of his work, but his teamwork with the others in the group. Yeah, the Devil card just popped out here, and it's reversed. So this is about releasing stuff, and it could be about getting enlightenment or restoring his own control. I think we're going to be seeing in this new album, not just for Felix, but this is who we are, there was personalities put on us when we debuted, but who we really are is what you're seeing now. And they want to show that, you know what, we've grown up, we've got our own passions and decide the things we want to do in life and what we enjoy. And I want you to see the real me, you know. You've been seeing that with like Oddity, Ordinary, yeah, Oddity. Oddities is a TV show, okay? Ordinary. With that album, you know, is about breaking, you know, the expectations of what you're supposed to be, you know? And don't try and say that you're fine when you're not, you know? And I think we're going to be seeing more of a maturity coming around. And something, why do I keep hearing freedom? Maybe he's going to get healthier. Come on, give me some more cards, please. This card. Okay, so we have the Ace of Coins. It's a new. Okay, so I think this is probably referring to this new opportunity, this new, you know, this is a new beginning. This is investing in himself. And with this new album, 5 Star, I think we're going to see another side of him. He's going to be, yeah. It's like a new beginning. I see this like as a new beginning for all of Stray Kids. Them as a group, okay? All right, so the 9 of Cups, which that's beautiful. I love seeing this, especially, you know, with this. This is finding your wishes being fulfilled. This is finding pleasure in those little things and having good health, emotional stability, being satisfied, living luxuriously, finding, you know, happiness. And so I think that's a new stage in his life. And I do see he's gonna, you know, he's struggled with you know, physical health, but it's not going to stop him. It's not going to hinder who he is and what he can do and what he will do, you know? There's something nagging me in the background, and what is this nagging feeling, okay? No, I'm hot here. I'm like, turn on the fan. Let's see here. Okay. Interesting. This is interesting. It's Page of Wands. And, you know, fire. I guess, wow, interesting. It, you know, it's youthful, it's fire, and it's, once again, experiencing freedom, getting excited. This is a sense of adventure. He's very active, you know, he's a very active person. But there's like, something has been holding him back. Because freedom keeps coming up. A release, regaining control, releasing things. There's like, he's going through a journey spiritually, I think. And, yeah. The Empress reversed. Who is this woman? What's she doing here? Because she's not good. And when I'm talking about, if I was feeling something off, something around him that needs to get freedom from, maybe it has to do with the Empress here, who's reversed. This is somebody who is, well, very smothering, selfish, um like always causing anxiety, hovering around, making sure, you do this. I don't know who that woman is. This is something I want to research because I think she's had her. It's somebody that Felix is known but wants to get free from. And just as I say that, here's the chariot. That's like, wow, okay. And the chariot's upright. This is good news. That means he's going to be able to persevere. He is going to be victorious. And it also could mean, success, but he's got discipline. He's learning, things are traveling. He's going to get away from her. That's for sure. They're probably going to be doing traveling also with, promoting of the new album. I definitely see that coming. I think it'll help. It's going to put distance between him and this other woman. Okay. Okay, that was odd. What I just something just popped in my mind, and it seems okay about the Empress. So here's the moon. The moon is revealing secrets. It's like mystery. So there is something here. What he's getting freedom from, it is something that is a secret. It's something that has been hidden away. It's not public. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a man who's feminine energy, but it's a very feminine energy. But like, see, here's the Eight of Wands. It's goodbye. I'm leaving. Yeah, the Eight of Wands. This is very sudden. This is fire and reacting, quick decisions, taking a new movement, quick change in things. It's like, okay, goodbye. And the Two of Pentacles is over here with travel. There's like, he's got weighing out different priorities. Okay. He's get to this point where he's learning to be able to multitask, but find balance. So he's not overworked or not. He's learning, you don't have to push yourself to an extreme. So he's adapting to a change, a new freedom that he's feeling, and new opportunity. He's making decisions of what he's going to be doing next, what's best for him. And then I see the Knight of Swords. Okay, this is air energy. This is swords. This is the Knight, which is action. This is Aquarius energy. It's impulsive, but it's defending who you are, and it's being assertive. It's a lifestyle change. It's, hey, and with the quick decisions, balance, quick movement decisions, it's just, there is stuff that's going on in behind the scenes. It's a good feeling. Okay. The energy I feel is good. It's like, okay, this is going to work out. I'm going to pull out my Lenderman deck. You guys haven't used this as much lately, but y'all, if you don't know what this Lenderman tarot deck is, this is it is another card divining card tool. This was created Italy, France. Yeah, Italy, used mainly in France. I'm trying to remember everything about it. And it was Victorian's age. They were getting into divination, and that's where people, they're getting tools for divining things. And this was a deck that was used quite often. So, and I really do like this deck. I love how it speaks to me and it reveals things. So, Felix, what's going on, bud? Okay, interesting. So, we have a key and the bridges. This So I got to get a third card to read what's going on, because the bridge it's connecting, the cards on either side of it here. Okay. He's setting himself free. Well, this is all, and traveling. Yeah. Okay, so let me explain these cards, what the general, what they mean, what I see when I get this. This is the key. There's the cage. It's the key. It's 33. This card here is also the 8 of diamonds. That's where it represented. And yeah, this is it's the key to have things. This is the answers. This is finding a solution. This is unlocking something. This is it can be very karmic. It's usually very successful. It's finding a solution, and a solution, you have a bridge, and the bridge is this card, 38. Now 38, the bridge, this is a newer card that was added afterwards, because some people have added extra cards, and so this is one of those. But what it's saying is you got to pay attention to what's on either side here. What's going on here? This is the solution, and it's like I found the solution, and the solution is the ship. The ship, folks. Ship. Oh, I think it sounded almost like I said shit, but I didn't. It's ship. A boat with sails. A sailboat, a ship. You get it. This is number 3. This is the 10 of spades. This is this is the house of travel and adventure. Okay, this is kind of, so going abroad, and getting long distance and acquiring wealth is sometimes what you can see here. It could be, business travel, which I kind of am seeing, but also, it's sometimes just getting away and moving, so I do see here that, yeah, I think traveling is going to be very helpful to him. Okay, so, all right, so this card is 24. And 24, you see the little swans, and they're making that heart. This is the house of love and house of courage. It's the Jack of Hearts. It could be love, it could be romance. At the same time, it's just someone who's finding happiness and being passionate, and someone who's giving. It could be taking care of others, and we'll get more into it, because under the key is the house of heart and the house of heart and courage. So there is some courage stuff he needs to do. It's being courageous. He's learning to stand up for himself, what he wants. Okay, let's see here. What's next? He's okay. So the courage is facing somebody whom see, this is 11. This is the house of repetition, but it's also the house of punishment, the house of service, and it's the whip. This could be, there's an argument. It could be about abuse. Someone being abused. It could be anger. It could be him just beating himself up now, not having enough confidence in himself. It could be just being tormented. It could also represent a young person, a person with dark hair. But I really think this is, the key is courage. Interesting. Okay, so 25 is the ring. when he goes overseas, when he's traveling, what is there a lady? He is going to find love? Get into an argument? It's taking a stand? Freedom from somebody because he's being courageous? This... Okay, so the ring, 25 here. It's the ace of clubs, and I'm like, this is the house of commitments, a house of continuity. It can be a contract. It could be about a promise. It could be an engagement. It could just be making commitments and arrangements. Finding stability. It could be marriage. But this with travel, there is something deeper going on. Okay. So I'm feeling I need to grab another deck for this. This is something. Which deck is this? What did I put in here? I can't always read. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to pull... This is a deck I haven't used in a very long time. Okay. But I definitely was drawn to it. Maybe the shiny gold on the bag, but still, there's... I'm getting just an image here, something... This is like arguing with an older woman. So here the Three of Pentacles is reversed. So it's definitely has this argument about career and his finances. There's somebody who's very controlling, and it's like I'm getting this older woman energy. She's kind of possessive and greedy, and he's... Yeah, the Queen of Cups here is reversed. This is... The Queen of Cups is Cancer energy, and this is reversed, so... This is somebody who is emotionally manipulative. Somebody who he needs to definitely distance from. Yeah. But this also, the Three of Cups popped up here. And, we see the Three of Cups, that's working together, working as a team. Does he want to become a father? But this is finding happiness. This is finding happiness in a community. Taking a stand. There's some different things that I'm kind of picking up on, but I'm not... How do I say this? Just the way I am with BTS and others, I'm going to be very respectful about what I'm seeing, because it's this is going to be good for Felix, what he's going through, finding this independence. It's a rough road he's been down. He smiles a lot, people all see me smiling a lot, and there's a whole lot of darkness and pain in here, folks. But there's some things that are just personal, and I want to keep it that way. Just if it comes public, then that'll be different, and I'm going to be like, hey, remember when I was saying you can look back and see the cards and be able to go, okay. But If it doesn't, I don't like to keep, it's not something like vile or super dark, okay? I want to make that clear. It's just sometimes, if somebody is getting out of a bad relationship and maybe they're able to find new life on their own and maybe, you know, find love again. This kind of thoughts out there. I don't know if Felix has been dating anybody. Maybe he has an ex out there. I mean, he's 23 years old. I'm sure the boy is the guy, not has, not ever been with anybody ever, So yeah, that I would just leave things like that, I think this is a good way just to end this video. I love you guys, and I hope you subscribe, like, comment. Let me know if you want more Stray Kids readings. Any other readings, let me know. There's so many more I'm going to be doing on the death of Brian Jones, like what happened. I'm going to be covering some other things in true crime and K-pop, and I get it. We'll get it done. But yeah, I'm going to be taking a break these next few days. The only kind of work I'm going to do is probably more research if I'm mentally okay, not distracted because of what's personal things going on with my disability hearing tomorrow. So we'll see. Yeah, so I love you guys. Okay, I do. And remember, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. I'll see you around. Thank you.